Hi, hello, and welcome back to the reading of Beginner's Guide to SriVaishnavam. We are on chapter 15. If you've been enjoying reading this book with us and you would like your own copy, don't forget to WhatsApp on the number that we have provided or email them so that any contribution that you make in the form of a donation in return for this book would be helpful to continue the service. So let's go into Thiruppanazhwar, chapter 15. Andalpatti plans to stay awake on a Vaikunta Ekadasi day. Parasara and Vyasa also express their interest to stay awake on that day. Andalpatti says, on this auspicious day, staying awake is not enough. We should be talking and engaging ourselves in services of Perumal. Patti, as we are planning to stay awake, can you tell us about the next Arvar? Parasara, you just asked what I had in mind. Yes, I will tell you about Thiruppanazhwar now. Parasara and Vyasa say, sure, Patti. Thiruppanazhwar was born in Kartige Masam in Rohini Nakshatram at Urayur near Srirangam. He composed Amalanadipiran containing 10 pasarams in which he praises the beauty of Sri Ranganathan from toe to head. Vyasa asks, oh yes, Patti, our Perumal is so beautiful that anyone who sees him will fully enjoy him. Andalpatti says, yes, dear, he was a very dear devotee of Periya Perumal, and an interesting incident led him to reach Paramapadam suddenly. Please tell us that incident, Patti. One day he was singing songs in praise of Perumal from the shore at the side of Kaveri. He never physically stepped into Srirangam until that time. One of the Kaingarya Prars of Periya Perumal, named Loka Sarangamuni, went to fetch water from the river. At that time, he noticed Alvar was on his way. He asks Alvar to move away so he can fetch water. But Alvar is in deep meditation on Periya Perumal, so he does not respond. What happens next, Patti? Loka Sarangamuni picked up a pebble and threw it on Alvar. Alvar got hurt in the process and blood started oozing out of him. Alvar woke up from the meditation and realized that he was on the way. Did he get angry on Loka Sarangamuni? No, dear. SriVaishnavas never get angry for these petty things. Alvar at once asked for forgiveness for being on his way and moved away. Loka Sarangamuni went to the temple, but Periya Perumal was very upset with him for his needless offensive act towards Alvar. He refused to open the doors and asked Loka Sarangamuni to go at once to Alvar, beg for forgiveness, and bring him to the temple. Loka Sarangamuni realized the great mistake he committed and ran to Alvar. He begged Alvar to forgive him. Alvar does not have any ill feeling towards him and accepted his words gracefully and very humbly. He's such an example for his party. We will all try to be magnanimous like him. After Loka Sarangamuni repeatedly insisted, Alvar climbed on the shoulders of Loka Sarangamuni and arrived at Periya Perumal Sannidhi singing Amalanadipiran on his way. He reached Periya Perumal Sannidhi, recited the final pasuram where he said, I will not see anything else with the eyes that have seen Periya Perumal, and at once disappeared at the lotus feet of Periya Perumal, ascending to Paramapadam for eternal Kaingaryam. Wow, this is so amazing, Patti. Of all the history of Alvars we've heard so far, this is the best. Yes, Thiruppanazhwar was a very special devotee of Periya Perumal, and we too can go to Urayur today and worship him.
This chapter deals with the life history of Thiruppanazhwar. We learn from this chapter that Bhagavan loves his bhaktas equally. He shows equal amount of love to all his bhaktas. He expects only true devotion from his bhaktas. When bhaktas suffer, he comes to their rescue immediately. That is what we have seen in the life history of Thiruppanazhwar. When Thiruppanazhwar was singing in praise of Bhagavan Ranganatha, he was heard by Lokasarangamuni, who was the priest of the temple. Bhagavan could not tolerate this. So he was annoyed with the Lokasarangamuni, and he asked Lokasarangamuni to bring Thiruppanazhwar to his Sannadhi by making him sit on his shoulders. Lokasarangamuni was also feeling very bad about what had happened. So, having realized the greatness of Thiruppanazhwar, Lokasarangamuni was happy to comply with Bhagavan's command. So, he brought him to the Bhagavan's Sannadi Ranganatha. The first time Thiruppanazhwar entered the Sri Rangam temple, Ranganatha temple. And first time he saw Bhagavan Ranganatha with his physical eyes. So he was excited and he started singing Pasurams. And his Pasurams describe, the first Pasuram starts with description of his lotus, with Bhagavan's lotus feet. And it goes on and on to other parts of the divine body of Bhagavan. Then it ends with lotus eyes of Bhagavan. So in the last Pasuram, Thiruppanazhwar says, he takes a vow that his eyes will not see anything else after seeing the divine body of Sri Ranganatha. So the last Pasuram goes like this. Kondal vannane kovalanai vennai undavayan en ullam kavarndanai அண்டர்கோன் அணியரங்கன் என் அமுதினை கண்ட கண்கள் மற்றொன்றினை காணாவே. So I will not see anything else after seeing you. And that became true. He merged with Bhagavan after singing this. So that is the greatness of true devotion. Bhagavan always loves his devotees.